Hello everyone, Brett here, back at you once again with another fingerstyle tutorial. And what we are going to look at today is a remake of a previous tutorial. We are going to be looking at Unravel, the Sungha Jung arrangement. And in the previous tutorial, I got a lot of comments saying that it wasn't exactly quite accurate. Now, I've gone through every single measure in the tabs that I created from the original tutorial, and I've actually made revisions to pretty much every single measure. And there were a lot of things that were missing in the original tutorial. The original tutorial will teach you how to do an arrangement of Unravel, but this updated tutorial will be exactly what Sungha Jung is doing in every single measure, including the special techniques such as the slap harmonics and the hammer-ons and the percussive effects. So it's going to be a very exciting tutorial. I can't wait to share this updated version with you, now in even higher resolution. So we are going to jump in to the Unravel tutorial, and we are going to start off with the introduction and the verses. We are going to start off our Unravel tutorial with our capo here on the 3rd fret. So we are in standard tuning. And our capo is here on the 3rd fret to bring the entire guitar up a tone and a half. So when I refer to fret numbers, they will of course be starting from the capo. This means that this is the 3rd fret, this is the 5th fret, this is the 7th fret. So Now we are going to start off with the introduction to Unravel, which sounds like this, the main theme. So this is how it's going to start off. We will start off by placing our 2nd and 4th fingers on the 1st string. The 2nd finger goes into the 3rd fret, and the 4th finger, the pinky finger, is going to go into the 5th fret. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start on the very last beat. It's like a pickup measure, so you start on the very last half of the beat of the pickup measure. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So what we are doing is we're plucking the 1st string, 3rd fret, and then the 5th fret. Then after that, on the 2nd beat, you're going to pluck the 1st string with your middle finger here in the 2nd fret, and then you're going to pull off onto the index finger, which is on the 2nd fret. And then you're going to reach over into the 5th fret on your 2nd string, and you're going to place your 3rd finger here for this note E. And then immediately after that, your pinky finger is going to go into the 5th fret on the 1st string. So this is what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Great. Next, you're going to place your middle finger into the 3rd fret one more time. And in this one, you have to slide back into the 2nd fret. Then you have to reach over into the 5th fret to get this note E on the 2nd string. You can also use your 1st finger to slide back from the 3rd to the 2nd fret. It's not too important which finger you choose. Just remember that you need to get back into the 5th fret a little bit later on the 2nd string. After that, you're going to pull off your 3rd finger to your note that's on the 2nd string at the 3rd fret. And then after that, you pluck the 2nd string, 3rd fretted note, this D. You're going to place your 3rd finger on the 3rd string and pluck the 5th fretted note. And then 2nd string, pluck it again. And then pluck the note that's on the 3rd string at the 4th fret. So all in all, from the very beginning of the intro, it's going to sound like this. 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. That's our introduction. Okay, next after that, we're going to play a C major 7 chord. You're going to pluck the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. You can arpeggiate these if you like. You're going to pluck the 4th string, then you're going to pluck the 2nd string open. Next, after that, you need to get into the 10th fret. I find I have to, when I'm playing this chord, I have to leave early and make sure I'm at the 10th fret and be looking at going to the 10th fret because it's a bit of a distance. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, so once after that, I'm going to pluck the 6th string note, and then I'm going to pluck the 3rd string at the 7th fret. I'm going to pluck the 2nd string at the 5th fret, and then I'm going to pluck the 1st string open. And then after that, I need to get into a D major shape to do this. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling off the 4th to the 2nd, my 4th finger to my 2nd finger. This is pulling off from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. And as you pull off, you pluck the 4th string with your thumb at the same time. Okay, then it's I have my D major chord here, so I pluck the 3rd string. I pluck the 2nd and 1st strings at the same time, and then I'm going to hammer on into the 3rd fret with my pinky finger. And then I'm going to get E minor 7. E minor 7 is, of course, the 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, and the 3rd and 4th fingers are here in the 2nd and the 1st string, both on the 3rd fret. Okay, so this is what it sounds like. Let's go from our C major 7 chord. So we have 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Okay. After that, this is a part where it's going to be a little bit tricky. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. So let's try doing it with this stretch. It's not that big of a stretch. Should be able to do it. So middle finger here on the 3rd string. Middle finger here on the 5th string, 3rd fret. Pinky finger here on the 5th fret, the 1st string. So we play the 5th and the 1st strings at the same time. Next, you're going to play the 3rd and the 1st strings at the same time. Play the 5th string with the thumb on the and of beat number 2. So you have 1, 2, and on the 3rd beat, you're going to pull off from the 3rd into the 2nd fret on the 1st string. Play the 1st and then the 3rd strings open, and then reach back into the 5th fret to play this note A. Next, we're going to play the 6th string open on the 1st beat of the next measure. So it's 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. So what I did was I played the 1st string at the 3rd fret with my pinky finger, and then I placed my 3rd and my 2nd fingers here in the 3rd and in the 2nd fret, respectively. I played the 1st and the 2nd strings. I plucked the 6th string, and then I pull off. I plug it and I pull off on the 1st string. So it does this effect. 1. Let's go from here. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. 2, 3, 4, and cool. Next, I have 2 octave Ds. So I'm going to play this. And then that part is similar to what we saw before. Okay, so I play my 2 octave Ds here for 1.5 beats. 1, 2, and. Next, this part. It's fairly straightforward. You're sliding double stop. So your 2nd finger is on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Your 1st finger is on the 1st fret, 2nd string. Play the 3rd and 2nd strings at the same time. Slide 2 frets over. And then play open strings. Alright, then the next measure you play the 6th string, and then you pluck the 4th string. And you're going to slide quickly from the 2nd to the 4th fret. Yeah. And you're going to play the 3rd, and then the 2nd string, and then the 5th string open. Next, after that, you're going to repeat the next 3 measures that we just saw. So I'll play through them. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So this we're getting ready for this part. So we're going to go into D major, and you're going to place your fingers on the D major shape, and then you just pluck the third, second, and first strings, and you can pluck them normally or strum across with your index finger as you wish. The first two are plucked. There's a hammer on into the third fret with the pinky, and then the very last one is strummed upwards with your index finger. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then after that, we go into the interlude. The first interlude we're going to look at is the part where most people give up. So it's the part where you're going to start strumming and you're going to do some banging issues here. So it's pretty impressive. It's fairly straightforward. So what you're going to do is you bang down with your E minor shape here on the first beat. And it's down, up, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. Okay, and as you're doing that, you can see I'm doing something over here in the left hand as well. I'm releasing the first finger on the 5th string, letting this string ring open, and then I hammer back on as I'm doing the upstroke. It's like this: down, hammer, hammer, down, hammer as I go up. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and you speed that up. So it's that. Next after that, we are going to do this part. So this part is very straightforward, plucking on the first string only. And all of these, practice these at very slow speeds until you get the hang of it, of coordinating your right and your left hand. That's the trickiest part. So you have a pull off at the 10th, this is the 7th fret, sorry. Pull off from the 7th fret on the first string, pluck the first string, pull it off, and then play the first string open. Next, play the 5th fret note on the first string, pull it off, play the 3rd string, and then play the first string here with the 3rd finger and pull it off. Okay, so this is 1 E and a, 2 E and a. Okay, so the next after that, you just have to do that part twice. The 7 0 0 5 0 0 3 0, and then it's 7 0 0 5 0 0 3. Cool. All right, the next measure after that, you're going to do the strumming again. The down, down, up, down, up, down. I just showed you for 2 beats. Next after that, we have some percussive harmonics. So we have to go like this. And all the measure is like this. Something like that. Okay, so these percussive harmonics, what you're going to do is you're going to smack somewhere on the 12th fret. Because we have a capo, it's 12 plus 3, so you smack at the 15th for, say, if we didn't have this. This is our 12th fret area. When you do your smack harmonics, slap in the general region, and you should get some harmonics. Alright, so we are going to see this quite often. This formula, or depending on what you see. Sungha Jung uses it a lot in this arrangement. I think it's also in flaming as well. Okay, so what it is you slap at the 12th fret, slap immediately again, but you've got your open strings, and then hammer on your E minor shape, and then slap again. So it's slap, 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 hammer, slap. That's it. And then on the end of that beat, there is a kind of just a strum, a percussive strum. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's your measure. Okay, next part, this is tricky. This is, then this. And then we're into the first verse. You're going to play the 6th and the 2nd string at the same time, and your first finger is going to be into the 12th fret. you need to reach over into the 15th fret with your third finger. And then you're going to play the second, oh sorry, I forgot to mention, you're going to pull off your third finger on the first string, and then you're going to play these two notes at the 12th fret, which is your first finger which bars in the 12th fret here, like that. What you can do, if this is tricky to do the bar after that, you can also play the open string, which we'll see next. But you have to do a small bar here or use two fingers. So this is 1, 2. So once you finish doing that, you have to pluck the 6th string at the thumb at the same time. Next after that, you're going to strum twice as your hand reaches down into first position. And you're going to do it like, you're going to have a sort of open D shape, a D2 shape, where you have your first finger on the 3rd string and your 3rd finger on the 2nd string. And you're going to go down, up, down, down. And it's down, up, down, down, up. And the down, up at the do at the end is to cheat and get you up into this next part that you have to do. This is tricky. You need to have this finger, which is prepared to play the note on the 2nd string at the 12th fret. But you also have this note that you need to play at the same time, which is on the 5th string, but on the 15th fret. And then you know it's the 15th fret because it's lined up with your 3rd finger, which is going to be plucking the same note that you plucked before on the 1st string, but in the 15th fret. I hope this makes sense. You play these two notes at the same time. You play the 1st string note, and then you pull off and you have open strings. You pull off the 1st string open, and then you pluck the 2nd string open, and then you get the last note, the high E, which is the 12th fret note on the 1st string. So like this. If you are used to, it's not too bad if you, when you're up here, if you are used to getting to this shape. This is what you need to practice when you're getting to that spot. So let's do it. So we have cool. And then the last part is very straightforward. You're going to go back into your E minor shape. You have down, 2, a hammer from the 2nd to the 4th fret on the 2nd string. And then you pluck the 6th and the 4th strings at the same time. Pluck the 4th string open, slap on the 4th beat, and then an open 6th string note. So 1,